for day 2.
And actually with that, we are going live in this match now. This is Classic Mix-Up versus Froyotech. America versus America on European soil here in the i52 group stages, the invite group stages. Watching now as Platinum makes his way into mid, we do have Blaze being quite aggressive, trying to get some aggressive denial of that high ground, securing that for Froyotech. Tyler now with the big bomb, trying to turn those eyes skyward so that Seagull can follow up with the aggression, but he does get taken down. Blaze with another kill on to Squid. 4G really cleaning up a lot of work coming out from their soldiers. Clockwork finishes off Platinum there. This is going to be a clean mid-win for 4G, as that's going to be a full wipe, actually, Commander X.
Yeah, great dominance there. Like, it looked like Mix-Up wanted to take the aggression, but Tyler's bomb didn't really turn a lot of eyes, so when Seagull came in, they could all just focus him down. And from that point on, it was just an exercise in focus fire from 4G, taking everyone down. And they, Mix-Up, they want to come in straight into last here. Mix-Up don't have time to set up. They don't have any heals. They've not even popped yet. 4G are going all the way behind them. Finally they're going to focus down TLR. And surely they're going to cap this out. 3 frags already. Respawns are coming in, but surely it can't make a difference. Surely they've done enough work. They're just getting all the frags before they cap the point. They're taking their time here. Baiting Platinum out of spawn. He's going to be taken down. Literally killing every Mix-Up player before anyone stands on the point here.
Very, very efficient first round there coming out of Froyotech. So in this next mid, we're actually going to take a listen to the comms coming out of Froyotech, see just why they're taking these mids so decisively.
Go top again. Just play roof.
Going fast. Double set
Demo once.
I'm here
Soldiers
now.
on
Following
left
choke.
On top.
Enigma still once.
Jump from their side. Soldiers left.
I hit their pocket once.
Soldier left. On me, spam me.
Dead.
Let's get on the soldiers. Get on the soldiers.
Demo's still at rock.
Scout on left.
I just got 100 on their side.
Pushing TLR. TLR's destroyed. He's on the left. Bottom left, you can...
Both scouts top. I hit one scout a lot.
I'm getting focused left.
TLR's dead.
Both scouts on
That's
me.
it. Focus
Scout on
it,
point.
50.
Scout takes 7
We're
seconds.
78.
78.
Scouts on me.
Where's the scout?
On you. He's in.
Kill him, please.
Health on demo.
He's 428.
Yeah.
Peeking left.
Demo's still on.
I got him. This
Froyotech just really staying focused through that fight. The entire time they were calling their damage, calling their focuses, and it's absolutely worked out for them. They now have a full Uber advantage. Mid is capped. They're moving into 2, and this should be an Uber advantage push into last for them.
Yeah, they're not going to drop anyone on bat. They're going to get everyone buffed up, and they have their choice of where to go. I see Enigma on heavy already. Platinum's only just respawning. So if Froyotech go quickly, there won't be any sticky traps up to slow him down. And it looks like Lancey's going to lead the charge as normal. In he goes. He's got a lot of ground to cover, and he's being loose cannoned back. Platinum making full use of that, and Lansky can't get anywhere near this heavy. There's not a lot done with their super, but both scouts are behind now. Clock and Banny are going to try and make something happen, but Clockwork gets completely destroyed by TLR. The rest of the Froyotech team have come in the meantime, and they're trying to get the high ground all over Mix-Up right now, the Froyotech soldiers, but they're not getting a lot of damage. They're stacking the point now. Mix-Up aren't near the point. It's just Tyler and Harblue left. They're separated. Harblue's going to try and fight the world right now, but Lancey's going to clean that one up. And for a second, I thought it wasn't going to go, like in that initial Uber, but the scouts got behind and they turned that around for them.
2 quick rounds for Froyotech, but Mix-Up has had a chance to sort of see what Froyotech are doing. Let's take a listen into their comms now and see if they figured out a way to adapt to this coordinated play from Froyotech. Maybe we'll do that next round. But regardless, we're
both scouts are hit. Soldiers hit. So both scouts are hit again.
I just got they're posting me.
One scout's really hard.
Scout's far right.
Jumping now. I did a lot of damage.
I'm behind them. Nice. Nice. Start pushing up. One scout cap. Go back and cap. Capping.
Soldier jump. He's hurt.
Oh. Med's not healing forever. We need to get.
Shit, they're meta.
Med's at 92 and last.
I'm not there. No one's there.
Try and spawn cap. Med's at 150.
I'm going to.
Med's 1 health. Nice. Go back up. Everyone out.
So just be a ton of aggression coming out of Mix-Up there. Not so much strategy as just, hey, let's all just jump across the point at the same time.
Yeah, both teams kind of doing that sort of Mexican standoff if one team just went. And Seagull's late frag onto Shade means they've got a full Uber going in. They've not got a lot of frags really yet. They're starting to clear the point. The cap goes now. Lansky comes in for the block. But all the frags are going Mix-Up's way. The heavy's out from Banny, but he can't do a lot. Platt takes him down. We're going to stand on the point now just to Watner and Shade. Not a lot they can do. Mix-Up have one back.
Going now into the fourth mid round here. Mix-ups seem to have maybe figured out some a little bit of their strategy here. Commander X, why don't you walk us through it?
Yeah, just going to wait for both demos to get to mid first. It doesn't look like either of them are particularly fast. Even Platinum's going Sirs, taking a particularly slow route. Don't know if DeWatten's going to Red Fist. Plat's going to get out, taking a big sticky. Blaze is trying to go aggressive early as well. Now the Froyo Scouts have got all the high ground. Mix-up need to do something about this if they want to win this fight. Both teams just poising off against each other. TLR and Seagull just toying with the high ground. They've been pinned back now, and suddenly Freyotech want to pounce. They're trying to go forward, but it's 2 frags apiece. Blaze is coming in, going to get the better of Tyler there, while DeWatten does the same to Enigma, and Harblu and Platinum are just going to have to run away, but I think Freyotech are going to want to chase hard here. Wouldn't be surprised if DeWatten tries to jump, or just try and walk on them. Clockwork's going in for the kill as well. He's chasing Harblu all the way. Harblu's on low health. Surely he's going to get him. 34 health on Harblu. He hits 1 arrow, but Clockwork's going to get him. He's going to turn around and fight the soldier as well now, Clockwork, but he only gets 1, but he got the important one, and that's uber advantage to 4G.
They still haven't capped mid, so we have a little bit of time to talk about this, but that was really good from DeWatten. What DeWatten did with his stickies was he didn't directly do damage, but he forced Harb and Platinum to go 2 separate ways. He just put like 3 or 4 stickies between them and said, all right, you gotta split up now or else I'm killing one or both of you. And then after that, they were able to divide and conquer. Clockwork went after the medic, and DeWatten was able to take down Platinum. So just really good coordinated, thought-out play coming from Freyotech now as they prepare to uber push into last right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Lansky and DeWatten, the 2 heavy damage dealers leading the way. Getting all the way onto Platinum. Platinum's separated now, but he's taken a while to go down. Platinum still will go down eventually, but they've still not killed the Sentry, and there's still a lot of players up for mix-up. They're going to try and collapse on them here. TLR gets 1. TLR's still fighting. The Sentry is still on level 2. Enigma's running around as engineer. Squid on scout. Freyotech have the heals. They just need to take their time with this, but Squid's still trying to slow him down, and it's still that Sentry to deal with. They're trying to inch for points. Squid's going to have to get on it to block it, put his body on the line. Plat's going to respawn, and Freyotech might have ran out of time as Banny goes down. Platinum gets Lansky as well. Platinum's just pumping out so much damage right now, and Freyotech are going to have to concede in his push.
It's just Blaze now being thrown around, the last remnant of that push for Freyotech. Clockwork being caught out aggressively, but caught out for Clockwork apparently means he gets a frag and gets away, so I guess that's just how good he is at this game. He's going back in, actually, being so aggressive. Banny now following up with that buff, standing up on the little mini spire, and they've scared Mix-Up away. They know that 4G were really close to their Uber, and they didn't want to get caught with their pants down and lose a bunch of players out there in that yard.
Yeah, now we're going to see another push. It's going to be Lansky and DeWatten to take the same again. They're all over this Sentry before it's up. But there's not a lot of damage and not a lot of frags for Mix-Up. Banny's going to start the point for Freyotech even. It's just going to be a standoff now on either side of a point. Lansky's trying to fight Seagull behind. Lansky's going to have a high ground, have a flank on, but Hard's got Uber in the midst of all of this. And surely that should seal the push as Mix-Up look to clean up these 2 remaining soldiers. But they're making a bit of a meal of it, and Clockwork's just dancing around the point, absolutely trashing him. Synchronized one from Lansky and Blade. And they crush Mix-Up there in the end. I thought that Uber would have saved them.
Yeah, 3 points now, 3 rounds for Freyotech to the 1 round of Mix-Up going now into this mid-fight. Tell you what, I want to listen to the Mix-Up comms again. Let's see what they're figuring out now that this match has gone on a little bit longer.
Like, we see an opening, their IT, like, pressure them. Don't let them just spam.
That was on point. That was on point aggro. That was hit. That was hit twice. Soldier sit up top.
Hey, push for right bar. Push for right bar.
Scout sit 72.
Soldier's dead. I'm taking the pack in our steward.
Almost hit.
Call by our steward.
Red down.
Scout's hurt there.
Come back in. I'm putting choke.
The demo is 114.
I'm choked.
Scout sir.
Right our side. We have heals. We have heals.
That scout is hurt there.
Play, play double point.
Yeah, miss. Soldier dead.
Don't let him cap. Don't let him cap.
He may see behind you.
Nice job, guys.
So Mix-Up got somewhat overwhelmed by the rushing Freyotech, but they did a really great job of just sort of triaging it very quickly and be like, okay, this is what we need to focus if we want to survive all these bombing players coming in from the red team. And they fell back to their sewer, picked off the players trying to overextend for a frag, and were able to win this, and now they have a pretty big Uber advantage pushing through choke.
Yeah, it just demonstrates the power of having scouts left at that middle fight, and Mix-Up going to get on CP2 here. Clockwork's going to lead for block, but not a lot of position right here for Freyotech. Blaze is going to try and fight, but he's getting focused down, and Freyotech really finding it difficult to find a way to get out and really contest Mix-Up.
4G back on their last, but they're pretty close to having Uber. Mix-Up are going to push in right as Shade's Uber ticks up to 100%. This is going to be an Uber v Uber, pocket versus pocket. Tyler versus Lansky. Harbly rushing and actually catching his scout now. Tyler actually just get taken down by Lansky right at the tail end of that Uber. He wasn't able to find Harb and get a flasher now. And now we have Clockwork being very aggressive on Mix-Up, trying to pressure them out as Lansky has come out through rollout and it's hitting them from another spam angle. All of the members in Mix-Up over there in that IT room are so low. Enigma's trying to buy as much time as he can, and he's doing a really good job. So the spawns of Mix-Up are going to be up at mid, but I think just the buffs and the one-man advantage from 4G might be enough for them to try to push, but that loose cannon, as we said before, being shot right into that choke is going to stuff that aggression from 4G.
Yeah, you saw Freyotech took one look at that loose cannon came in through and just changed their mind about just trying to pile straight through choke. It's going to allow Mix-Up to stabilize, to get Enigma respawn, and now we're going to see pretty much Uber v Uber sort of stalemate right now. I expect something like Seagull or Blaze maybe to try sort of a skip jump of something, make some space.
Yeah, I see Blaze right now actually going on a little bit of an adventure over in IT. I think he might just be peeking, trying to make sure he can cover that flank. That's the nice thing about IT here, the room that Blaze is in when you're on the defensive side. You can hold it by yourself as a roaming soldier. You've got this health kit, it's a pretty tight corridor, and it really frees up your scouts to work out in this yard area around the choke where they have a lot more space to work with.
Yeah, we're just in a standoff right now. It looks like Seagull's playing defensive, Mix-Up just having a little of a peek now into the sewer area, seeing what way he can see, spotting out where the Freyotech combo is. But no one really wants to commit yet, no one wants to make a mistake. Still quite early on in this matchup. And yeah, just Mix-Up rotating around again, buffing different people. They're giving Seagull 300, I think Seagull wants to go. Here goes Seagull, bombing all the way in, wants to find Shade, gets 50 on Shade, then nothing else. Shade will be fine, and this should cue a Freyotech push, I'd imagine.
I think they want to try to catch Tyler off as it saw him in the sewer. Tyler is going to jump away, but wow, a Blaze is in really deep. He actually does force the pop. So now 4G are going to back up through that choke, say, hey, Mix-Up, with your fading Uber, come through this choke where we can spam you with every single rocket we have. Although Enigma's actually in the IT, he might get sort of a free flank. No, he decides to back up, rejoin with his team, and Freyotech, they're 2 players down, so they don't want to push right now, but they do have this Uber advantage, and once their spawns are up, they're going to go, CX.
Yeah, really wise from Freyotech not to get caught into just trying to chase those players down because you have Uber just getting ahead of themselves and going. Patiently waiting for the players to come back, being at full strength before they go. But it has allowed Mix-Up to move really far back on this point, so it's going to be difficult for him to get in. And they lose Banny early on. Lansky's taking a bunch of damage now. They are going to have to pop. They're going pretty deep for this. They will get one, but Mix-Up are still really defensive at their choke. Blaze is going to try and go deep, but he gets completely denied right there. The rest of Clockwork and Lansky are following in as well, but they can't get the damage done. And Mix-Up are picking off the overextending players of 4G here. And now Enigma's threatening from the flank. Platinum's jumping forward. TLR's about to arrive. And Freyotech have to give this up and just run away. Duwatna might not even get out. Enigma's going to chase that one down. And suddenly, Freyotech are heavily on the back foot.
Mix-Up seem to have figured things out. This round is, I believe, the longest that we might have had so far. I want to really quickly jump into the mumble of Mix-Up as they have this Uber and prepare for what is either going to be a last push or an Uber defense of this mini Spire as they cap it.
This guy's built fast though. You have to go straight in if you want to. Here. Are you going bottom left? Okay, let's go bottom left.
Yeah, let's go bottom. Like a 1, maybe 2 or in plat.
Do you see it?
They're really far back. Lock them out.
Boy's clear, but I'm really hurt.
Meds hit 70.
It's not that good of it.
I'm dead. Roamer's hurt. On you guys.
That heavy
we rushed
from,
that. We
that
should've
heavy
just
from
chilled.
Freyotech, they were not able to successfully focus fire. That was Banny just standing in that spawn.
You see Shade holding that Uber, like Seagull came in, popped him up in the air. Shade's holding on about 40 health. Takes the full damage after Seagull dies on 6 HP. Absolute nerves of steel to hold on to that, and it's going to give him a big advantage to not just take Spire back, to take it all the way to mid. And I think they're going to roll it straight from this choke already. Now, loose cannon coming in again. So good defensively, really shutting down this choke and slowing Freyotech down. Here comes Blaze leading the charge. The Uber's going to be popped. I think Duwatna wants to jump. They're jumping in, but they're trying not to overextend right now. Harblu is going to get away on 35 HP. Blaze is trying to go deep, but those loose cannons at the choke will not let anyone through.
4G's just capping up this midpoint now, and they need to build this Uber. So they got the cap, which is good, but Mix-Up are going to immediately come back in. That's okay, though, as long as they can force this Uber at the choke. As long as they make Mix-Up pay the entry fee, and they do. Mix-Up has popped, and all 4G needs to do now is just get out through this choke without losing too many people. They lose Clockwork, but that's okay. They just got to build that Uber. But with Clockwork down, that's a lot of damage gone. Seagull is going to jump in and open it up. He's doing a great job of distracting Froyotech. They've shot a lot of ammo, and they've jumped somewhat out of their positions, but Mix-Up are playing this super safe. They decide to jump right back into mid, maybe thinking that 4G was a little bit closer to their Uber than they actually were. I think Mix-Up could have stayed in there being aggressive for a few more seconds, but playing it very, very safe, which maybe is the wise thing to do here.
Yeah, Dewatna did a great job of putting anyone off, follow it through with that sticky spam. They didn't want to overcommit. They are already 2 rounds down. They can't afford to lose a lot more if they still want to have time to come back. And they're going to have to deal with this Froyotech aggression. Again, they're going to Uber early, try and jump in. Dewatna's trying to chase, but Mix-Up are doing such a good job of falling back. They lose Enigma. They maybe lose TLR. TLR will get away with the heels of Harblu. Lansky wants to go deeper as well. So much pressure on the Mix-Up, but they're going to have the Uber here, and Froyotech might be caught out. Dewatna's in a lot of trouble. He's surely going to go down. Squid's going to take that one. Now Shade's backpedaling. There's a scout behind. Banny's behind. And Mix-Up maybe actually going to get sandwiched here. No.
Blaze.
Oh.
Blaze is actually going for the flank. He's in through sewer, but Enigma does spot him. Does it matter, though? Blaze is up in the air. He's going for the shots, and he gets taken down. I think that was an air direct loose cannon that just took down Blaze. So nice shot to Platinum there. 4G now has some spawns and a really slight Uber advantage, but again, just the huge bombs from Mix-Up through this choke. They really like to just fly sky high and just distract as much as they can, turn those eyes of Froyotech up, and then run their scouts in on the ground when they're not looking.
Yeah, great pace from Mix-Up there. Just didn't allow Froyotech to get in position, because it's quite easy to hold CP2 if you have the position, you have the high ground, but Mix-Up didn't give them time to set up. And now they're trying to come to last as well before they can set up. They have the heavy on the low ground, but look how deep Mix-Up are. Don't need to pop their Ruby yet. They're forcing Froyotech into a corner here, and TLR's about to jump behind them. I think they are finally going to be popped. TLR's going to drop down and be able to get a lot of damage out. He's going for Dewatna, but actually he's not getting a lot done, and Platinum and Seagull have been isolated from the heels here. They have to fall out. Bit of a weird push from Mix-Up there, sort of walked all the way round and out again with the Uber.
Both teams pretty far away from their Uber right now. They got to build for quite some time before seeing another Uber engagement. Seagull taking down Shade, though. That is the heals for Froyotech gone, but there's a whole bunch of numbers down. There's 3 players down now, 2 with Platinum respawning for Mix-Up, and I think they might get pushed out here. At least they need to play this really careful. They have the heals, but it'll be all for naught if Harblu gets killed right now and they lose their Uber advantage.
Yeah, just going to have to wait. Platinum still keeps wanting to spamming those players on Spire, but he's taking a lot of damage. But now Squid's come from IT and Enigma's come in as well, and his scouts are just going to not actually finish everyone. Nice defensive stickage from Dewatna. Blaze will go down, but Dewatna survives, and that will help him set up this last defense against the Uber advantage of Mix-Up.
So I have to imagine we're going to see that heavy play from Froyotech again. It worked so well last time, but I don't know, maybe they don't want to wear out that trick while it's still new.
Well, it's difficult because he stands right in spawn, so you shoot at him, he just runs back into spawn and swaps class. It's so hard to deal with, and we see Banny on it again, just hanging around that spawn for inviting the Ubers to come forward. TLR and Harblu going to pop on point. Dewatna's in a lot of trouble. He'll go down. Seagull and TLR trying to focus down this heavy. The point's almost gone. Lansky and Shader in a lot of trouble on point. Players come out from spawn. They're all being cleaned up though, and Mix-Up will take another round back, and now we have a 1-point game lang.
Yeah, 2-3, bringing it within 1, as you said. Going into this next mid, tell you what, it's been a while since we heard from the boys in red. That is Froyotech. So in a moment here, as we get the rollouts going, I want to take a listen into the comms of 4G Froyotech.
Him 65. Soldier in pass on right. Demo's really hurt.
Let's get aggressive on demo. Get aggressive on demo. Demo should be low. I hate demo again.
I'm not on red.
I'm in, guys.
Getting on it now.
He's got a top 670.
I'm spamming. Demo's still sitting there.
Yeah.
They're
I'm pushing
running
there,
to
right?
the running. Scout down. Soldier at the left.
Yeah, he's in. Bomb.
TLR's still left.
He's 670.
Nice, Matt.
Keep chasing.
Seagull's dead.
Hit the cap.
The very poignant, I'm gonna die. Blaze is Craters.
Important comms, yeah. The fadeaway comm as Blaze drops to his death. Nothing he can do. Harblu survived this mid, so did Shade. They've had to give up 2 points, but Mix-Up will have an Uber to defend last with. And I think Froyotech are probably going to take their time, just get everyone buffed. The scouts don't... Banny doesn't want to wait though. Banny's already in. Work to pick on Enigma, trying to bait more people into lobby for the rest of his team to pick. And maybe Lancey's going to turn us into a push now if Shade will come with him. No, they popped really far back. That's an odd one.
Yeah, that
Shade gets
actually,
shot from behind.
they don't have their Uber anymore, and now Mix-Up have the Uber to push out, and they have a numbers advantage. And Enigma's actually even going to be respawning before the spawns of 4G come up. Tyler getting taken down right away, though, by the pipes from Duatna, so that's a lot of the damage and combo cohesion for Mix-Up gone. And I think they're going to be forced to stay back at last now, even though they have this big Uber advantage. They're a player down. I don't know if they can make this work.
Yeah, a little bit out of sync from Mix-Up there. TLR and Hardblue seemed ready to go, but there wasn't a lot of people with them, so TLR just got focused down and Hardblue didn't pop. So we're just back to sort of this Uber standoff on last again, but Mix-Up had plenty of time to set up, and it looks like TLR wants to hold quite far forward in that lobby. Doesn't want Freyotech to get any ground for free. Won't give him anything, and we're just going to have to try and spam their way in here, 4G.
Oh, there you go. There's that coordinate spam. Squid getting taken out immediately, and this is going to be the beginning of the push from 4G. It seems that they're choosing to go into the lobby right now. Lansky going to be leading us. I'm going to go in eyes on one Thomas Lansky, and let's see what he does on this push. Juggling up Tyler, not going for the air shot, being very wise, deciding to reload those rockets instead. Doing a great job of jumping around, causing all kinds of havoc. Meeting up with Shade. They have 2 picks in this fight. They just got to play it safe, take it slow, play their heals, but actually the Uber now has come out from Classic Mix-Up, and they do wisely decide to back out now. We're going to see, I think, both teams just reset, and there's going to be another push in a little bit.
Yeah, the push is coming from Mix-Up, and 4G don't really have the numbers to contest this right now. They're trying to spam Spire, but you don't get a lot of damage spamming rockets up like that, and Mix-Up might be able to roll this forward. Duatna's still down, so they've not got that spam at choke to put Mix-Up off coming in. Seagull's going to lead the charge. Big bomb straight on top of Shade. Shade down to half health. Lansky will finish Seagull, protect his med. But the rest of the Mix-Up players are coming in too, but a couple of weak scouts, and this push looks like it might fall apart for Mix-Up right here.
4G being really aggressive through that choke, just not waiting at all. They don't want to let Mix-Up get away. You know, it's such a vulnerable position for the retreating team on that grassy low ground down there, and Freyotech know that. They're really trying to make the most of it. Lansky picking up 3 frags in that lobby area, and they're already kind of swarming last, even though they haven't started capping 2. They only just now started capping it. Shade is in last with 3 of his teammates, all 3 of his heavy classes with Uber. He finally now pops it. The point's going to get capped. They're getting frags. Enigma goes down. Tyler's going to go down. Surely this has to be a cap for Freyotech.
The spawns have come in, but Duatna's got a lot of early damage on the spawning players. It's only really Plat out fighting the point. There you go. There's the clean up, and that's the 2-round advantage restored for Freyotech. That's 8 minutes left in this game. Still plenty of time for rounds, but Freyotech re-establishing that lead.
Yeah, Mix-Up needs to start making things go their favor pretty soon here, or else the clock is going to make this mountain it's somewhat insurmountable for them. Moving now into this math. 7th rollout. I figured it out eventually, CX. 7th rollout now. Watching his Blaze, trying to open things up for his team. Duatna now pretty far forward. Finally has some support from Lansky. Seagull trying to open things up, but it seems like 4G have the more aggressive positioning, but Mix-Up are playing closer together. They're able to focus a bit better, but no, it's 2 frags for each team. Either which way, I don't see an advantage just yet. And it seems that Mix-Up is now starting to get a player's advantage. Yes, they most certainly are, but Shade is going to back out, surviving with Duatna, playing quite safe. Both meds are going to survive. Both meds are going to have Uber. But I think Mix-Up are going to, yes, Platinum is already peeking through this choke. They want to see if they can get 2 points for the price of 1.
Yeah, I don't think Freyotech, they're going to come out of the rollout area now, but Plat's already got stickies now thanks to that forward positioning, so it's going to be really difficult if they want to block it. And Freyotech are moving into lobby, but surely they're just going to take one look at this and walk back to last.
Yeah, Mix-Up now, having capped up 2. Both teams have Uber. Banny is on that defensive energy right now. No off classes, no offensive off classes from Mix-Up. Uber's up for both medics. I wonder if they're going to send in a suicide for an off class, or if they're just going to try to push her in. Actually, did Platinum bomb in there?
Yes, they didn't get a lot done. Just ended up getting taken down by the Sentry and the Engineer. I don't know if it's for, I guess they're trying to bait out the push here from Freyotech.
The Uber is forced from Hardblue even, so now Freyotech can push, and that's exactly what they're doing, CX.
Yeah, we're going to take down Seagull for the price of Duatna, and we're going to get people on the point and mix up a rule at their choke. And I don't think without the spam of Duatna they really fancy this fight. And in fact, Platinum respawning, they want to re-push the Spire. They don't want to let Freyotech cap. The cap is blocked. Pop-Pop's trying to fight it, but he's getting absolutely peppered back. And they're all going to have to fall out, and there's a couple of low players on Freyotech if Mix-Up want to go straight away. But I think they might just wait for that small Uber advantage. They're building hard on Spire now.
Yeah, they're just hanging out, building up that Uber. Banny once again on this heavy, defensive heavy, so strong here on this point. I mean, it's strong on any last, but on this last, it seems to really be working for Freyotech. I kind of want to see, like, like a sniper play. They got the heavy up, get the sniper, get Squid on sniper. That land sniper is pretty strong, but no, they got the Uber. They're going to go right in. Let's see how they deal with this heavy. So far, they're dealing with it by not shooting at it again, but hey, I guess just getting on the point works. Don't shoot at it, but as long as you get on the point, it's totally okay.
Just pretend he doesn't exist. If you can't see him, he's not there. And that's what works. And Mixup got around for it. Just, I don't know, yeah. Mixup just focusing the point and just exploiting the heavy slowness there. Now it's a 1-point game again. Platinum going a little bit quicker to middle, going that right side pretty early. Dewan has been a lot more aggressive, though. He wants to take the fight to Plat. No real damage traded off yet. Seagull and Blaze both poised for a jump. Neither of them going yet, though. They're waiting for their moment. Just spamming for now, fighting for the high ground. Seagull wants to go now, but he's going to get focused down by those 2 scouts. Everyone just trading damage right now. Weak players on both sides, but no one's going to go down yet. Squid will be the first casualty. Mixup are trying to stack their right-hand side, but they're getting players aggressive on them. Mixup are all grouped up right now. They can take a lot of splash. And there's Blaze getting 2 for 1. Blaze is going to force. The Uber comes out from Harbin. This mid has gone on so long. Shade's nearly got his Uber as well. Platinum will get Clockwork Rarer retreating out, but now Lansing and Duan want to chase. Harbley's trapped in. Platinum's trapped in Surs. Platinum doesn't have a lot he can do. He's going to try and go to mid. He's got a soldier behind him and a soldier in front of him. This can't be good for him. Down he goes. Shade didn't use Uber through all of that, and it's looking good for Freyotech right now.
4 minutes is all that Classic Mixup has to, at the very least, bring this match to a tie and potentially force a golden cap situation. I think we are doing golden cap in this full set. I hope so.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, just want to make sure. But Freyotech has 4 points captured right now. They're preparing to push into last. They have this big Uber advantage. It is pop now. They're moving on in. Lancey getting very aggressive up top, really corralling Mixup into that last. But that Sentry is just shooting players away from the point. It does get taken down from the spam, though. 4G have a little bit of a numbers advantage, and Mixup are hurt, all stuck in that spawn door. They're slowly getting picked off by Blaze and Banny. Seagull comes out to try to stop it. Can he take down Dewan? He's got 7 health, but no, 4G are on the point. And Commander X, there's 3 minutes left. It's possible for Mixup to get 2 rounds, but they're going to have some amazing aggression. I want to listen into these comms coming into this round right now on this mid rollout.
We're going to be pushing up far left. Just heal Plat.
Loader's coming in. He's hit 50. Demo's focusing me.
Jumping far left.
Demo's hit. I need heals. Jumping now, thank you.
Soldier's low.
Soldier's dead. Pressure left scout.
I am.
Sticky's right there.
I'm on the demo too. I'm dead.
Back. It's only like there. Yeah, back scout. You can get out.
Freyotech just keeping their scouts alive, keeping them buffed. Their soldiers doing a really good job of giving them all that room, and Mixup just doesn't have an answer to it right now, unfortunately for them. They're getting pushed back to last, but Harblue has survived, and there's still a chance where if they completely crush this push and go coast to coast, they might still be able to claw something back here, CX.
It's going to have to be big. They're going to have to go straight away, and they're going to need like a drop from Shade or something like that. They look like they want to walk through choke. They just have to really use the nearest door right now. They're running out of time. Squid's going to start leading the push. There's sticky traps on either side. They're going to jump through. No one's checked the stickies. Harb's going to drop the Uber. Car crash of a push. They're going to try and force their way in anyway. Blaze has come back on heavy as well in the midst of all of this. Going to ruin Seagull's day. 2 scouts left in pick out Banny, but surely this push and this map is over. And that drop sealed the deal right there.
Yeah, you said they needed a drop, but that was not the one that they needed.
They misunderstood what I said.
It's the accent. They don't, it's tough. I can attest to that. So yeah, it pretty much looks like that this match is going to be in the books for Freyotech. They might actually get another round win here in this last 90 seconds. In fact, I think they will. They have the offensive heavy. That's Blaze pushing in with a full Uber on the last right now. He's checking stickies. The Uber is popped. They have the Russian contingent now arriving, rolling into last. Tyler going to get caught in the lobby. Shade's going to get right on the point, trying to bait those stickies out from Platinum. Mixup actually doing a decent job of holding, but they are 3 players down. Both soldiers going down. Enigma is super hurt. 4G is going to get right on the point. Shade baiting out that sticky debt, and that is going to make it question mark. Enigma going huge. There we go. 6-3 for Freyotech with just under a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I don't think they're going to play out in this mid. I know it looks like they want to roll out properly. Let's take you to mid, see what they can do, see if Mixup can claw back any of sort of anything really, any confidence from their mids or try out a new strategy or something. Blaze going quickly again, going to force Platinum back. Platinum's right back in his own corner. Going to give Freyotech a lot of room to work with. Seagull or someone has to make some space. And there goes Seagull, but he gets focused so hard by everyone. TLR tries to follow up, but Freyotech just absorbing this aggression, cleaning up all the players. One scout left dancing around trying to get Shade. Shade's just giving him the dupes for putting on his dancing shoes and making Squid miss all his shots. Meanwhile, Clock's trying to harass Harblue and Platinum, but Plat's got the defensive stickies, but here come the rest of the mix-up, the Freyotech team even. Blaze has got the stick out, Banny's chasing Harblue, Harblue's got the sword out, and everything goes Banny's way.
Yeah, with only with precisely 0 seconds left in this match, CX, I think that's going to settle it quite decisively. So unfortunately, we don't have any logs, any stats for this match due to a brief technical hiccup right there. But